All right, in this video, we are going to create a very basic number guessing game. And this is a day 11 of 100 Days of Python. The Code Along With Me Learn to Code in Python Challenge. If you want to have access to the 100 Days listing, you can go to bmosley.com/HDP. And again, this is day 11, and we are going to be doing a number guessing game today. So this is a pretty quick and pretty short script, but it does take advantage of a few things, and we're going to learn a new thing today. So let's get started. The first thing we want to do is we want to import a module, and so we're going to type import, and the module we want to import is called random. And random gives us the ability to do all sorts of random things in Python. Such as pick a random thing from a list. It gives us the ability to generate random numbers, all sorts of things like that. So today we will be using that to generate a random secret number for our guessing game. So the first thing we want to do is we're going to use that random number to generate a computer guess. And so what we're going to do is we're going to say int c guess or computer guess, int cg equals random. So we're going to invoke this random module, random.rand int. So random, and this stands for random integer. And rand int takes two arguments, and the two arguments are the upper and lower limits of the range of numbers that it's to select from. So if I want a number between 1 and 10, I'm going to give it the numbers 1 and 10, and then it will generate a random number. Now let's just test this out by printing a random number. So when I run that, you can see it prints the number 8. The next time I run it, 9. The next time, 5, 3, 7, and so on. So it's doing what it's supposed to. It's given us a random number. And so now that we have the computer's guess, or the computer's secret number, we want to create a quick interface for the number guessing game. So let's do that, and we'll just use some of the things that we've already learned. So that times 60, and then we're going to copy that because I want to do it again. And then in the middle, we're going to say 2 of those, and then plus number guessing game. And we're going to center that in a line of 56. And then we're going to say plus, and we're going to do 2 more of those. And so now we have our welcome screen, or our welcome lines. The next thing we want to do is prompt the user for a guess. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tack on a line break there at the end of that line, so it gives us an extra space in there. And then I'm going to say input and we're going to str user guess, okay, UG equals input, and we're going to say guess a number between 1 and 10. Okay, so there's that. And now, if I just want to tell the user whether they guessed right or wrong, I can take the computer's guess and change it to a string and compare it to the user's guess. But let's say I want to give the user a little bit better feedback than that. I'm going to change their guess to an integer. So int ug equals int strug. And that allows me to make comparisons between the number that the computer comes up with and the number the user comes up with. So let's do that now. So I'm going to use an if, elif, else branch. I'm going to say if int user guess is greater than int computer guess. So in other words, if the user's guess is a bigger number than the computer's guess, what's it going to say? It's going to say print your guess was too high. And then I'm going to say elif, and I'm going to say the opposite. Int user guess is less than int computer guess. Print your guess was too low. And the last piece of this, if the number is not too high and it's not too low, then it must be exactly right. So else print you guessed the secret number. Okay. So at the very end here, let's reveal the secret number so the user doesn't think the computer's cheating. So no matter what, whether they guess too high, too low, or they guessed it correctly, we are going to end the game by saying, and we'll use an F string here, the secret number was, and we're going to say int computer guess. And finally, we will thank you for playing my little game. Okay, so here we go. There's the whole structure, and let's give this a shot and see here. And I'm going to throw another line break right there at the beginning of that just to give it a little white space and run that. Number guessing game, guess a number between 1 and 10. Let's guess 5. Your guess was too high. The secret number was 3. Thank you for playing my little game. Let's try again. Okay, so let's guess 4. Your guess was too low. The secret number was 8. Thank you for playing my little game. You get the idea. Now, there's one more thing I want to do here. Let's do this so that we can easily change the difficulty of the game. And I'm going to say int high number equals, I'm going to say 20. And now I'm going to take that integer and I'm going to substitute that here, int high number. I'll keep the low end at 1 because that doesn't really serve a purpose for having variables for both, but we want it there. But we also need to let the user know here that they can input a higher number than 10. And so I'm going to take that, turn it into an F string, and put int high number there as well. So now let's run that. Okay, notice it says guess a number between 1 and 20. I'll guess 15. The number was too high. The secret number was 11. Now this game is pretty basic. It only gives us one guess. Later on, we're going to come back and we're going to use looping structures to make this game a lot more fun by adding an element of having multiple guesses on each number. But that's the basic game for now, and we will pick up with this a little bit further down the road.